This misconception is extremely bogus and based on nothing but claims, because now there's no fact which supports it in any way, shape or form. Haram, 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 everything haram, haram, haram. Why? You've heard that before? How come I can't do this? And how come I can't do that? And why this and why that? It doesn't end. Actually, people have a very short-sighted view of what haram is. What is haram? Something that is harmful for you, so Allah made it prohibited. So how would you want something that is harmful for you? This is the big question. You buy a bottle of water and it says on it, there is 50% poison. Hello? You buy it? Water with poison? You want to drink? I don't think so. Obviously, why? Because it's harmful for you. I mean, you don't want to go to the hospital, pay all the bills. You know, this is a hospital, you know how expensive it is. To get the poison out of your system if you survive, don't drink the water. Why? It's harmful for you. So whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made haram is harmful. So you're not allowed to do it. But if we don't have this understanding, and we want to enjoy everything in this world, then we don't understand the concept of life. Then the issue is not with the haram, the issue is what's the objective of life? Why are you here, my dear human being? That's what you tell the person. Why are you here? Do you think you're here to have fun? That's not the answer. There's no verse in the Quran or hadith from Prophet, not even from the Bible or the statement of Jesus which says that you're here to have fun. Rather, all the prophets and messages came with warnings and notifying the people about the importance of a day that is coming, the day of judgment, responsibility, accountability, reckoning. They came to tell the people there's a day that shall come. This is why you were created, as a preparation for that day. And a person who attends school and has the intention to pass at the end of the year must do the work. You must do some homework. You may hate homework, but you have to do homework. Maybe you don't like to pay attention in class, but you better pay attention in class. You hate to take notes, you have to take notes. You don't like to pay money, you have to pay for tuition. If you want to pass. But if you come to school and you just want to have fun, just laugh the whole time, you don't pay for the classes, you don't take notes, you don't study, you're going to fail. So why go to school? Stay at home. Now we're in this life, this day is coming. Obviously, there's going to be some preparation. It's not going to be just fun all the time. This is where Allah made some things haram for us. Mercy from Allah to us. Mercy from our Lord to us. But people who fail to understand, they need to recheck their understanding of the concept of life and the objective behind this being or existence of ours. Once they understand that, then they will have no problem accepting whatever Allah allowed and whatever He disallowed. Only Allah, the Creator, knows what is best for His creation. We don't know what is good for us. He sent down revelations and legislations in order to guide mankind to what would enable them to lead a happy and successful life, both in this world and in the hereafter. Common sense and a careful analysis on the wisdom behind the various legislations would in itself explain why Allah prohibited certain things. We'll strike some examples for you. Examples. Alcohol. They tell you red wine is good for your heart. You've heard that before? So get drunk. So you will live a happy and healthy life. Don't worry about eating vegetables and food with low fat and stuff. No, malish. Just drink some wine and your health will be mia mia. Another one, they say gambling. Easy money. Come on, man. You pay $1 or $1 riyal, you got 50? You must be kidding me if you don't want to take advantage of this good stuff. And if you lose, it's only $1 riyal. It's a big deal. If you lose $1 riyal, you lose. You win 50 riyals. Anyone will tell you, common sense says, you must enjoy some gambling, man. Gambling must be good for you. Obviously, we will see what Allah says in the Quran about these particular two. يَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنِ الْخَمْرِ وَالْمَيْسِرِ قل فيهما إثم كبير ومنافع للناس وإثمهما أكبر من نفعهما. They ask you about wine and gambling, say, in that is great sin and yet some benefit for people. Yes. But know that everything that Allah has prohibited is either because the harm is more than the benefit or because it's ultimately harmful. One of these two. Pay attention. Either because it is ultimately harmful or because the harm outweighs the benefit. If this is the case, then it also becomes prohibited. In this case, yes, it may be beneficial for you to make some free money like that. And maybe it's good for your heart to have some wine. But the harm that you get as a result of that is much greater, so it becomes prohibited. But their sin is greater than their benefit. Their sin is greater than the benefit. This is Surah Al-Baqarah, chapter 2, verse 219. This is one of the big calamities, actions of Muslims. So why do Muslims do this? And how come you guys do that? Yeah? Then why doesn't he pay me my salary? You know, you tell the person, well, Islam propagates, you know, that the person is given his wages on time and that he's treated fairly. Oh yeah? Where's my kafil from that? I haven't been paid in 3 months. I'm asked to overwork. Where's Islam? Wallahi, this is a big problem. Because people will hate Islam because of the actions of Muslims, although the actions of Muslims are in opposition to Islam. And unless we clarify to the people the difference or the distinction between actions and teachings, then we will be in trouble. And this is a big, big fitna for humans. We must be very much aware of it. And we should know that we must make a distinction between what Islam teaches and what the people are doing in the name of Islam. These are two separate things applicable to any nation or any religion upon earth. In every group of people or society or religion, you will find that some people are doing good and some people are not doing good. We cannot judge the teachings for the actions of people. What does Islam teach? This is the advice given by Luqman the wise to his son. The first thing he told him among the teachings of Islam, وَإِذْ قَالَ لُقْمَانُ لِابْنِهِ وَهُوَ يَعِظُهُ يَا بُنَيَّ لَا تُشْرِكْ بِاللَّهِ إِنَّ الشِّرْكَ لَظُلْمٌ عَظِيمٌ. The first thing, and mention, O Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, when Luqman said to his son while he was instructing him, advising him, admonishing him, O my son, do not associate anything with Allah. Indeed, association with Him is great injustice. The biggest sin on earth is to make another God with Allah. To worship Jesus, to worship Mary, to worship a statue, an idol, the sun, the moon, a human being, or your desires. All these are idols. Objects of worship that the people have set as association with Allah. Because very often they confirm the existence of Allah. They confirm the rububiyyah, the lordship of Allah, the creator. But they do not confirm the oneness in worship. The worship being dedicated strictly to Allah is where most people have gone astray. Otherwise, most people don't believe there's a God. So the most important thing that we must understand is that the biggest sin is to have another God with God. Because this is the only sin that will never be forgiven if a person dies in this state. And that means the hellfire. وَوَصَّيْنَا الْإِنسَانَ بِوَالِدَيْهِ حَمَلَتْهُ أُمُّهُ وَهْنًا عَلَى وَهْنٍ وَفِصَالُهُ فِي عَامَيْنِ أَنِ اشْكُرْ لِي وَلِوَالِدَيْكَ إِلَيَّ الْمَصِيرُ. Ummi, Abi, my mom, my dad. And we have enjoined on man to be dutiful and good to his parents. His mother bore him in weakness and hardship upon weakness and hardship. Just ask any pregnant woman what it is like to bear a child. You know, we men don't really understand that. But it's not easy having another human being inside of you. So may Allah give him patience for what they're enduring. And his weaning is in 2 years, meaning the breastfeeding. That's all, by the way, doctors discovered today. Oh, the best thing for the son, the children, is to be breastfed. And Allah said this 1400 years ago in the Quran, that the breastfeeding, nursing should be for 2 years, which is now medically proven to be really the most suitable thing for the children, better than the other kind of milk, you know, the processed and what have you. Give thanks to me and to your parents. Unto me is the final destination. These are what the teachings of Islam. What we're saying here is you may find some Muslims who are not doing that. You may find some Muslims who are not doing that. So we don't want to misunderstand Islam because of the actions of non-Muslims. Look what Islam teaches. Be inclined to